The letter stays open on the table, ink drying slower than my hand. I've written your name without finishing, like I'm afraid it might understand. Outside, the street forgets its footsteps. Inside, the room forgets the time. Every sound feels like a question. Every pause feels almost kind. I don't close the page tonight. I let it breathe, I let it stay. Some words need more than courage to finally find their way. I thought the night would carry answers, but it only learned my name and kept it quietly without explaining anything. The letter stays open, like the night refuses to end. I don't know how to finish loving you, so I don't pretend. The letter stays open, no beginning, no goodbye. Some feelings don't belong to sentences, they live between the lines. The candle moves the shadow slowly, like it's thinking what to do. I read the lines I haven't written, and somehow they sound like you. I could fold the page and seal it. I could let the moment pass, but every word I haven't spoken feels more honest where it lasts. I'm not waiting for tomorrow, I'm not running from the past. I'm standing in this open letter, letting the silence ask if love needs a final sentence. I haven't found it yet, so I leave the page unfinished, like a quiet kind of faith. The letter stays open, like the night refuses to end. I don't know how to finish loving you, so I don't pretend. The letter stays open, no direction, no design. Some truths don't ask to be written, they wait inside the time. If you ever read this letter, know that it stopped here. Not because I had nothing to say, but because you were already near. The letter stays open until the night lets go. Some loves don't close their pages, they just learn to move slow. Our room stays awake with me, walls listening more than they speak. Every shadow knows my posture, every sound moves carefully. The clock has stopped insisting. It lets the minutes pass. I sit inside unfinished hours, letting nothing ask. I don't try to fall asleep. I don't ask the night to change. Some rooms were made for waiting more than they were made for rest. These are rooms without sleep, where thoughts learn how to slow. Nothing knocks, nothing leaves, everything already knows. These are rooms without sleep, where love doesn't have to move. I stay still with what I feel and let the night approve. The air feels thicker near the window, like it's holding something back. I imagine you breathing elsewhere, in a room I cannot track. Distance doesn't shout tonight. It sits quietly in place, like a chair left near the table, waiting for a face. I don't rehearse tomorrow, I don't reopen the past. I let the room keep what remains, and learn how long it lasts. These are rooms without sleep, held together by breath. No beginning, no release, just the patience underneath. If waiting had a shape, it would look like this room, not empty, just listening. These are rooms without sleep, where the night learns how to stay. I don't leave what I am feeling, I let it fade its own way. I think in shapes and pauses. Every thought returns to you without asking why it does. Your name moves through my breathing like a rhythm I don't lead. I don't call it memory. It feels closer than that to me. I sit inside the quiet, letting the hours pass. Some thoughts don't need attention, they already last. I don't follow where my mind goes, I don't ask it to be kind. I let it circle gently around what it always finds. Tonight I think only of you, not with urgency, not with pain, just the steady understanding you remain. Tonight I think only of you, like the night thinks of the dark, without needing explanation, without leaving any mark. The room disappears behind me, the clock forgets to move. Every thought that isn't you quietly removes. I don't rehearse your absence, I don't question what is true. I stay inside this simple fact that everything returns to you. No image has to be completed, no future has to form. I let the feeling stay unfinished, like the shape of warmth. Some loves don't rise or fall, they don't arrive or go, they stay exactly where they are and slowly grow. Tonight I think only of you, like a note held too long, not because it needs to end, but because it's strong. Tonight I think only of you, and the night agrees. Some thoughts are not distractions, they are where you're meant to be. If love had a sound tonight, it would be this, not a melody, but a presence. Tonight I think only of you, until the night grows thin. Some feelings don't move forward, they deepen where they've been. settles into the room, like it knows I will not leave. The dark no longer feels anonymous. It stays and listens when I breathe. I don't move, I don't explain. The night has learned my way. Every silence fits my shoulders. Every shadow knows my shape. I feel the hours recognize me, like they've seen me here before. Waiting doesn't feel unfamiliar, it feels almost like a door. I thought the night was empty, I thought it had no face, but it stays long enough to learn my name. Midnight learns my name tonight. It doesn't ask me why. It holds my thoughts without reply, and lets them lie. Midnight learns my name tonight, like it's been listening all along. Some nights don't answer questions, they only stay this strong. The room and night have merged together. No clear edge, no divide. What I feel moves through the darkness, like something safe to hide. I no longer speak to time, I let it move on its own. The night keeps every unsaid word as if it were its own. Distance feels less like a measure, more like a quiet design. Even far away from you, I feel the waiting line. Not every presence needs a body, not every love needs proof. The night understands this and doesn't ask for truth. Midnight learns my name tonight, and carries it with care. Nothing needs to happen now, nothing needs repair. Midnight learns my name tonight, and that is more than enough. the night remembers me, let it remember this. I stayed, I waited, I loved. Midnight learns my name tonight, before it fades away. Some nights don't disappear, they teach us how to stay. The night grows thinner, but it stays like it's unsure how to leave. No light presses at the window, no sound asks me to believe. I feel the hours slow their breathing, time forgets what comes next. The dark holds still around me, like it knows what I protect. I don't wait for the morning, I don't call it to appear. Some nights are not unfinished, they simply stay right here. Before the sky decides to change, there is a space that holds everything the heart has learned but never told. This is when morning refuses, when the night remains in place. Nothing asks to move forward, nothing asks for grace. This is when morning refuses and the dark still understands. Love doesn't need tomorrow to rest inside my hands. The room and night breathe as one now, no edge, no separation. What remains feels quiet and whole without explanation. I fold the letter very slowly, not to seal it, just to rest. What mattered has already stayed inside what wasn't expressed. I don't need the light to prove what the night has kept. Some truths live better in the dark, where they were gently left. If dawn comes later than expected, I will not complain. Some moments ask to last before they change. This is when morning refuses and the night says stay. I hold you without distance, I don't give it away. This is when morning refuses complete. I don't need the world to turn. This hour is enough for me. If this letter ends here, it is not because it is finished, but because the night has said enough. This is when morning refuses and the dark lets go. Some loves do not wake suddenly, they fade very slowly.